When I got that like that, I no longer do anything with anyone in any particular situation without knowing my truest intention. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope that you are fine, amazing and well. As you have seen from the thumbnail to the title of the vlog, today I'm going to be sharing 5 different things I do every day to help me have a good mental health. I know in the current world we are living in, there are a lot of different things that actually can disrupt your day-to-day, adventure of living. But these are some of the different things that I do on a daily basis to see that I stay grounded on my goals, on my aspirations, and still live as a human being. But before that, if this is the first time you're watching my face over here, hi there, I'm tanyanishailoc. I'm a Ugandan beauty and lifestyle content creator. Feel free to subscribe, to like, to comment, and share out with friends and family. So this brings me to the first point. This is practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude is one of the most underrated, I believe, spiritual practice that can help you and I to live a better life, regardless of where you are, regardless of the language you speak, regardless of any circumstance you are in right now. I practice gratitude on a daily basis, being thankful for what I have. I keep a gratitude journal. I've kept a gratitude journal for, I believe now, about 2 years. And at the start, it was hard for me to actually see different things that I'm grateful for. But as long as I got hold of this gratitude journal and writing down at least 5 things a day I'm grateful for, I've been able to see that my life is actually way far more blessed than sometimes how I think it is. And I would recommend this a lot. Not only does this help you to see that you are actually living and you have a lot on your plate than what you think you have, but also it helps your mental health to actually refocus on things that you would love in the nearby future. And again, gratitude, I have also realized that it lifts up my vibration. If vibration actually gives a hard time to understand, it lifts up my mood. And whenever my mood is up, I can actually go out and do things that either I'm scared to do or either things that I'm very, very, astonished to participate in. So I would recommend that a lot. If it is possible, keep a gratitude journal, write down things that you are grateful for, and a lot will add on to your life. This brings me to the second thing that I do on a daily basis, and it has helped me to at least live in that space of good mental health. This is living in the moment. Living in the moment, I've realized that whenever I don't, get attached or lost in my thoughts, that is to say, living in the past, if there is a certain instance that happened in the past, or living in the future, getting scared and anxious of how things might go, and I live in the present moment, it helps me a lot to be able to co-create things that I want, not only for my happiness, but for also people around me. I have actually started practicing this very, very, seriously this year. Initially, I never knew about this, but obviously I've been hearing about it. But listening to Oprah and is it Ekatoli? Hopefully that I've not butchered the name. The podcast about the new earth and about different episodes, I've been able to learn, and I've also been able to experiment this particular thing, that whenever we live in the moment, we are actually not living in anxiety, not living in how things might have gone in the past, but actually we are able to co-create things around us in a very, very positive way. So I want to urge you, especially if you are a person who most of the time you are driven away into the fantasy world of the past, of different things that happened in the past, and such things are traumatizing you, or the opposite of that, you are always living in the future, you're always anxious of how things might go, how things might turn out. Try to practice living in the moment. Try to practice living in the moment and being appreciative for whatsoever you have in that particular moment. I've realized that whenever I do that, I'm able to react quickly and positively, and above all, with the right next step towards anything that I'm going to venture in. The third point, guys, this is protecting my energy. I also love this particular point very, very absolutely much. I'm one kind of a person who used to give out myself a lot. I would give out everything I have until my cup was empty. But when I learned that whenever I protect my energy from various situations, from various people, I'm able to keep my cup at least full, so that when it runneth over, I can be able to share whatsoever has runneth over to different people, to my loved ones, to my family, to my friends, and all that other shebang. No one wants to live when they are deprived of whatsoever they are giving. And that's why when I started practicing this particular point in particular, I was able to start shifting, from the depressive episodes, from feeling, unwanted and unvalued, to at least that space where I feel like I'm valued, because I keep myself around people who, I see it in them that actually they value my energy, they value my time, they value things that we are interacting with. And I also would love to urge that to you. Try and make sure that you protect your energy. If there is a particular situation you are seeing that you can't do much, don't venture into it. Don't venture into it, because you know what it's going to do to you? It is going to deprive you of your energy. And yet you would have used that energy for something very, very far more important. If it's people in your life, or in your life generally, that you think that they are always, putting you down, you are not on the same level when it comes to life. Trying to make sure that try to make sure that you're very pen. Don't be around such people. Fourth point that I want to talk about with you guys, this is living side by side with the principle of intention. So if you don't know this, Newton's third law of motion is that for every action there is an equal but opposite reaction. For everything you do, knowingly or unknowingly, know it for sure that it will return back to you. When I got that like that, I no longer do anything with anyone in any particular situation without knowing my truest intention. Because what I know for sure now is that the intention with which I create or engage or deal with someone, that is exactly the same thing I'm going to get out from that particular situation. So that has also helped me a lot to stay away from trouble, to stay away from people who are going to deprive me of my energy, and above all, to make better decisions, not only for my life, but also for my businesses. When it comes to this particular online business and any other business, I usually do venture in. So I would recommend that a lot to you guys. Learn to live side by side with intention, with the principle of intention. Don't engage in anything without knowing your truest intention. Truest intention. Why are you doing this? I was always a people pleaser because I felt like in my childhood I was actually, around people who were exactly of that particular thing I was always, surfacing out of me. But when I came to the point to understand that even though you please people and you don't have the right intention why you are doing so, it is going to come back to you. You guys, this brings me to the last point I want to talk about. This is meditation and rest. When you look at my channel over the past something like 2 months, about 2 months ago, you would agree with me that I started taking random breaks, which I would not normally do. Guys, let me tell you, before I started this thing of taking meditation and rest and breaks, very, very important, I would push out myself to the extreme. I would, my cup would just get empty of love, of energy, because I was concentrating a lot onto this particular thing called YouTube. Because the first thing, I love the platform, I love creating content, but there was no barrier, there was no barrier between my own happiness and this particular thing called YouTube. So I would upload and create and study and do all these particular things up to a point where actually I would get sick, up to a point where actually I would be, completely weak, and I've realized that whenever I tend to go out and meditate about my life and rest and take breaks, especially wherever it is possible, I come back when I have at least more energy. I come back when I'm more intentional of what I want to do with my channel and my life. If it's my businesses, with my business and all that other shebang. So I would recommend to you a lot, rest resting or taking breaks, it's not bad. It is actually very good for our mental health as people, because it puts you on that particular, in that particular bubble where you can actually observe different things taking place out of your ego mini kind of world. So those are some of the things that one of these days I'm doing on a daily basis, and I've realized that my mental health is just increasing to its capacity, to its good capacity, not in the bad capacity, but in the good capacity. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, any other thing that you personally you are doing and it is helping you on a daily basis to stay in that particular good lane of good mental health. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share out with friends and family. Let me meet you in my next one. Tanyanishailoc switching out. Bye for now.